Hello everyone, and welcome to our video where we'll discuss and have an extensive walk around of our 2010 Chevrolet Tahoe LTZ that we have here. This is a gorgeous vehicle loaded with options. This is a rear wheel drive option, but it is an LTZ, so it means you're gonna get all the perks, bells and whistles that we'll talk about in detail shortly. So first of all, walking around the vehicle, there is no visible damage to the car itself. This is a two-owner clean history vehicle, so it means there have been no accidents whatsoever. Title is clean. And now let's look into the details that you might not see in this zoomed out version, right? So let's zoom in. So one of the issues I see is these small chips of the paint on the bumper here, but this is probably tight parking spot issue. Probably someone bumped into the vehicle in the front in the parking, and usually off the record these issues happen in the auctions themselves. I doubt someone would try to put this Tahoe in a tight spot. In terms of tires have good tread. You can see I can put my finger in, but it is not new, so that I will have to be honest with you. It comes with chrome rims, chrome handles, chrome mirror cover. It's beautiful. What else do I see? This is buffable, nothing to share there. I can see some level of dent here. Probably someone I don't know, pushed it a little bit forward, but it's all good. Family vehicle, scratches like these are normal. Not major paint damage. I think this can be buffable. I don't know if you were able to actually see that on the video. Again, scratches on the bumper. Now, one thing is this vehicle does come with backup sensors, and it does come with the backup camera. So we'll test it when we get in. You got a tow hitch here. I don't see extensive use. The original paint is on. I don't see any rusting or anything like that. And if you look underneath the vehicle, you can see the spare tire. This is brand new, I would say. Yeah, there you go. I will go around underneath the car as well to see if there are any rust issues. I don't think so. This is southern vehicle, so I don't see any potential rust issues here. So scratches here on the bumper as well. And one issue I see is let's actually pop up the trunk. You can see here it has probably been opened to something, and it has kind of got some damage to it. All right, we'll come back here again. Let's close this. Okay, so on the other side, yeah, scratches here. You can see some paint damage. I don't know how visible. Yeah, it's visible on the video. Okay, but again, this is not a paint issue. It's not gonna give you, it's not a cause of concern. It's just the cosmetics. The same here. I think this might be from tree sap. This can be buffed out. All right, rims and everything else is good, and there is one dent here. I think when they opened it, they might have hit something, but it's not metal something because there is no paint damage here. Okay, speaking of the hood, let's pop it up and see what's underneath. All right, there we go, and we'll come back to the interior of the vehicle in a sec. Okay, popping up the hood. All right, clean as a whistle, and no leaks, no burns, no smells. I'll turn on the engine as well. You can listen to the sound it makes, but it's been well kept. The liquids, the fluids are on the level. I think we have changed the oil on this. It is a 5.3 engine, no issues whatsoever with the engine itself, and we just want to make sure that the oil is up to date. All right, so let's first turn on the engine. Comes with one pair of keys. Okay. All right, lights are off. The only light I believe we have is going to be the tire pressure monitor light. It's one of the sensors is off, and I believe it's the right front tire sensor because it says it is low on air, but I'm sure it is just fine because we have checked it and we keep an eye on it. Trailer brake system service, tire monitor system, we talked about it, right front tire, we talked about it, service suspension system. All these are services that can be reset. Okay, we'll get to that, and let's get to the engine compartment again. Okay. Awesome. AC is on. It's 100 degrees outside. Fans are on. Everything sounds the way it's supposed to. Things are working the way they're supposed to. No issues whatsoever. Now, before we get into the vehicle, let's look into the doors and the options we have. Important feature here, it has cooled seats and it works perfectly fine. I've tried it myself. Cooled, heated seats, foldable mirrors. These are the window controls, okay? On the driver's side, passenger door, again, window controls. I think the child lock is on. I will double check the windows in a second. Now, the seat itself, little wear and tear, but not a major damage. The armrests are off the hook. I think that might need to be looked into. So lifting up the seat itself is easy. We're gonna look at the third row seats. You see, all clean, and we're gonna lift them up as well. Okay. Now, let's put this back down. There we go. It's a one-handed operation. Okay. LTZ, I like that. Okay, we'll pop the trunk once. Let's pop it one more time, and this time we're gonna look at the seats themselves. Okay. This has been a family truck, so you can see some signs of spills and accidents, but they can be cleaned up. Okay, so lifting the seat itself, here we go. Seat goes up. The second seat. Okay, let me try it one more time. Here we go. And it's a one-handed operation. They go up, and you get all these luggage compartments. They stay there unless you unhook the hook. There we go. Again, single-handed operation. Unhook it. It's gonna sit and you put it back. That's it. You can adjust the reclining position as well. So this is again automatic operation. You don't need to pull it down manually. Okay. Passenger side, rear seat. Again, some use of wear, but no tears, no damages. Okay, twice. There we go. Seat goes up. All clean. Well maintained. Okay, and we're gonna talk about the entertainment system here. All right, it's a Panasonic entertainment system. Let me put the seat down, and while we're at it, let's look into here. So the operations are from here. You have rear heated seats as well. Okay, here we go, both passenger side and the driver's side. All right, turned on, turned off. These are the connections to the entertainment system. I am not a guru on that. I won't be able to comment much on it, but you can turn it on. As you can see, video input source can be okay, AM, FM, XM video input. Okay, this is something for the kids to try, and plus kids nowadays have more options than that. Okay, let's move on to the passenger side. There we go. Again, heated and cooled seats on the passenger side, front passenger side. There is wear on the seat itself, but no tear. Okay, it's solid leather. Feels good to the touch. Okay, now the dash is covered with the cloth. This is to avoid the sun reflection while driving on long distance. And I'll talk about long distance driving on this truck because I have personally test driven this truck for more than 1,000 miles. We recently took a trip to Florida. We loved it. Okay, now here you got automatic headlights. This is for the trailer system. Okay, now let's get in. It's too hot outside. Now on the wheel you have, this is cruise control. Works perfect. I have been cruising, just put the truck to 72 miles an hour on the interstate highways, and I enjoyed how it drives. It did not go above 2,000 RPM, which means there is not a lot of vibration in the vehicle, and you enjoy the smooth ride. Okay, on the right hand side, again, you have now phone controls. You can control the source of the entertainment system. Okay, I'll put it to FM for now. And you can control the voice level, sound level. Again, these are, I also tested them. They were perfectly fine. The steering wheel itself shows some signs of wear. You can see the leather covering is gone. There are small cracks on top, but nothing is breaking, nothing is loose. Everything looks good. Going back to the dash, so odometer shows 148,500. When we initially advertised this vehicle, I believe it was at 147 some change. So I can vouch for this truck. I have driven it from Texas to Florida and back with my family, and I enjoyed it. Okay, this is your gear, and here you have the controls. So when information comes up, you can hit this button and it will check mark and it will go away. Options here, you can change the language. What else? This is oil life, but this needs to be reset because I know we updated we changed the oil itself. And this is the odometer. When you click this button, it will show you the odometer. Okay, now as to the entertainment system, navigation, I agree. Okay, this is pretty up to date. So all these options you have, audio and menu, basically these are the settings for different options you have. Backup camera works perfectly. Again, it has backup sensor as well. That's why when I shift the gear, you hear that sound, the beep, and as I approach something closer, it will automatically increase the frequency of the beeps. All right, now climate control automatic, and this is dual climate control. Also, you control the rear climate from here as well, or the passengers in the rear, they can control their own settings. Okay. In terms of the climate itself, beauty of these trucks is that you have all these separate vent outputs, so you can passengers in the rear can control their own level of climate as well. All right, so this is parking sensors off. We don't want that. This is traction control off. We don't want that. This is to adjust the level of the pedals. They work perfectly. I can feel them. All right, now the covers for the for these are missing. Those are for you to put charges and stuff. Okay, so this side is pretty clean. The center console is pretty clean. There we go, no wear or tear here. Okay, leather display is solid. And here you got USB input and another charging station. The aux input, you have one in here on the system and other one in here in the rear entertainment system. Okay, now glove compartment, clean and empty. And one other feature, so you have OnStar and you have moonroof. Here we go. And let's test the operation. So this is gonna tilt it and close it. This is gonna open it and close it. Okay, great feature to have. All right, so we made sure we closed it. Now this is the tailgate. You can operate it from here as well, and you can operate it from the remote control. Okay, great feature to have, especially when you're approaching the vehicle. You have hands full. So there we go. Okay, so closed. All right, so you can open the tailgate before you even get to the vehicle. Window controls, they all work. See? And let's lift this one up. Driver side up, passenger side up, and passenger side rear. Alright, so the truck itself, as I said earlier, clean truck, family vehicle, drives perfectly. I can vouch for it. I've driven like 75, 80 when I had to do it. Driven all the way to Florida and back. Well maintained, 2 owners only, no accidents. Check out our photos. You're gonna have more details of the VIN number and whatnot if you want to check it. Do come and test drive it. It's a perfect ride. Any questions, reach out to us, and we would love to see you in our dealership, have you test drive our vehicles and tell us what you think. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great rest of the day.